Hi there, and welcome back to our channel.
Yeah,
My name is Helen,
I'm Joseph,
and we are
the
the
Joe-Attahs.
Joe-Attahs.
I think I like my boss. Oh my God.
You don't even need to do that. You already have it naturally. All right. So, still on the money series.
Yeah.
Today we are talking about
Should
should
couple
couples
operate a
operate a
joint
joint account? First, what do you think?
Okay, so what I think. All right. Okay. To be honest, what I think is when it comes to marriage,
Yeah.
there are no rules and there are no grand rules.
Ground rules.
Yes, the only rules we know concerning marriage are the standard biblical rules.
Okay.
Yeah. So what works for family A may not work absolutely for family B. But just so that we can attempt to bring perspective to that concern, because we've had too many issues. There are a lot of reasons why couples should or may operate a joint account.
Yeah.
And there are also several reasons why couples should or may not operate a joint account.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just start with one example before I share our own experience.
Okay.
I read a story of a man who died and then left a young wife with 3 kids.
Okay.
And then they were literally, this man was very wealthy when he was alive.
Okay.
And then after his passage, it was almost like he left them with nothing because the woman literally was not working because that was where he placed her. He gave her practically everything she needed. And now he passed and then she didn't have access to anything. In fact, she didn't even know that the man has anything anywhere that existed. It was after a while that one of these concerned bank manager approached her and said, your husband has so and so account with us and you are the next of kin. Do you know this man didn't tell the wife? That he had several stack of monies in different bank accounts. So if this nice bank manager had not, was not humane enough to have come to her, the bank will own this money, and the family would just, be suffering for nothing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the man had already worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So, that's one story. Then there's another angle to it where a situation where this couple operated a joint account, and then the man is a narcissist, and he was using that as a medium of control because the woman was actually earning more than him. So since everything was in the same pool and he is the main signatory, the woman cannot get money from the account without his signature. So it became like literally a way of just silencing the woman, in the home. So comparing these two scenarios, you can see that one encourages operating a joint account, while the other one discourages it. Yeah. So I think it's something that couples need to sit together and then look at it from different angles. Because like in our case, from the very beginning, we have decided that because they said the two of them were naked and they were not ashamed. So there's hardly anything that comes to me that my wife is not aware. And there's hardly anything that comes to her that I'm not aware. Sometimes maybe salaries or a business deal or something, a gift that is major and something like that, we get to know and we plan over it.
Yeah.
So we never operated a joint account, but this openness, it's almost like where our account is operated jointly.
Yeah.
Because we could plan based on what both of us have.
Yeah.
And in the end, we execute the plan. So that is one aspect. But on your own case, as I wrap up, you may decide that, okay, you have a separate account, I have a separate account. Then we'll have one pool where a certain percentage from me goes there and a certain percentage from you goes there.
Yeah.
That one, we will use it for projects, major project and purchases.
Yeah.
But that percentage that is with you, you can, so that you're at liberty to spend and get whatever you want without waiting for my consent.
Yeah.
So whether couples should operate a joint account or not should be strictly at your own discretion. Just think about what works for you. There are no fast rules to this thing. Think about what works for you. But in all, let the good interest of your partner be your topmost priority.
Yeah.
Why you're insisting for that?
Yeah, so I 100% agree with that. No argument there. So like you said, in our case, we operated what I like to call a hybrid, and that's what we're still operating till now. So I think that the most important thing is for you both to agree on how you want to manage your finances.
Absolutely.
Remember that, again, this money is not your money. It is God's money.
It's God's money
in your possession.
in your custody.
The Bible says, do you have anything that you were not given? So if you were given, then why boast about it? Or why act as though you didn't receive?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So everything you have is because you received it from God, even if you worked for it. Because there's people who work and don't see anything.
Absolutely.
So if you're working,
and there are others who want to work,
but they don't have. Yes. So if you have work that you do, and at the end of the month or at the end of the week or at the end of the day you see something, then that's you receiving from God. That's
Absolutely.
an avenue of receiving from God. So you should begin to see yourself as how should I put it, a steward.
Yes, a
steward
actually.
of God's resources. So
Absolutely.
whatever you have in your hands, in your bank accounts, is God's resources. First, that's the first mentality or mindset that will liberate, I believe a lot of couples from all of the money drama.
Absolutely.
Then the second thing that I would say is that decide how you want to manage those resources. Remember, again, it is God's resources. You must be a good steward, right? Remember that in the story of the parable that Jesus gave us, the
parable of the talents.
Yes, the one that had
5
talents and multiplied it.
The one that had 2.
The one that had 2 and multiplied it, they were applauded and they were given more.
Absolutely.
But the one who had 1 and went to hid it even that one was taken away from him. So that just emphasizes the need
for accountability,
and for steadfastness. So the first approach is the all-in approach. The all-in approach is where you put all your funds into one account or into one pool. So as you earn from your business, from your work, your salary, you just put everything into that pool account. That's why it's called all in. So both of you put everything you have into the account, and then you run the account jointly. So that's the first one. It works very well if you're both in sync. If you both agree on how you want to spend the money. It's not the type that someone will say, who took money from the account? Why are you taking, So you have to agree on how the money should be spent, or put a system in place. Like you said, work with a strict budget. That way there are nobody's springing any surprises on anybody.
Absolutely.
Nobody's calling anybody to say, why did you take money without my permission or something. So there has to be an agreed system that you both adopt if you're going with the all-in approach. Works perfectly. The second approach is the hybrid. So the hybrid approach is that you're both earning and you have your separate accounts. However, you still maintain a joint account where you send in a percentage of what you're earning. So it could be 50. So you can decide that, okay, every month we put in 50% of what we earn. So your 50% can be 1 million, my 50% can be 500,000,
or even 2 million,
or 2 million. Your 50% can be 3 million and my 50% is 10 million.
Absolutely.
So we can agree on a percentage. Doesn't have to be 50. We're just using that as an example. So agree on a percentage. At the end of the month, drop that percentage into the pool account. Then also have a system of administering both the joint accounts and your individual accounts. At the end of the day, even the money that is still in your personal account, like we said, you still need to be accountable for it. All right. Then the last one is the solo approach. So the solo approach is what we both have adopted. That's what we'll pray, and we've not had any issues.
Absolutely.
So the solo approach, you have to decide that, okay, we both maintain our separate accounts. However, everybody has access to the other person's money, which means that if need arises for what I have, I'm going to bring it to the table.
Absolutely.
If need arises for what you have, you're going to bring it to the table. So when you're operating a solo, it can be tricky, but I think that something that works is you both agree on expenses that you can handle. For instance, okay, you handle school fees, I will handle maybe housekeeping and all of that. And so it has to also be fair based on what each person is earning. So someone that is earning 500 and someone that is 500,000 and someone that is earning 100,000 cannot be handling same kind of responsibilities. For instance, say you handle school fees while I handle food. At the end of the day, I'm earning just 100,000. How much is food at the end of the month?
Right.
So it has to be realistic. You have to do a budget and realistically assess what can your income handle and what can the other person's income handle. And it's okay if the other person's income is never able to handle anything significantly, as long as the other person's income can handle most of it. So it's all about understanding.
Absolutely.
So like you see, nothing is cast in concrete. Nothing is cast in concrete. And again, even for, I feel like even for the thing, not sorry feeling, even for the things that you have agreed that
this
one party should handle, where the party begins to need help,
is coming.
You can always step in. For instance, if you're handling school fees and for some reason it becomes challenging at a point, and I can step in, there's no reason why I shouldn't, because even the money that is in my account is still our money,
and it's not a law.
Yes,
it's
and
because you're a team.
Yes, so it's because of understanding and the understanding that you're a team basically. So those are the three approaches. I feel like you can adopt anyone that works for you. So the all in, the solo, the hybrid, whichever one works for you is very okay. And but for all of them, you always still have to agree on the system, how it's going to work. Yes, the system to administer the funds, or else you will still run into issues.
Yes,
no matter the one you choose, if there's no agreement, there will still be issues.
Absolutely.
So it still all boils down to
understanding. It's that understanding makes every venture outstanding.
Yes,
so we do believe that this video has educated as well as informed you.
Absolutely.
So if you still have other concerns regarding this subject matter, money matter, please do well to hit us a comment in the comment section or send us an email. There will be an email on the description of this video. We will do well to respond to you.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe if you haven't. I mean, if you have watched to this point, why are you not subscribing?
Why not?
All right, please subscribe, and we'll be happy to have you in the family. And share this video with someone that you think will find it helpful. And we'll see you in the next one.
Video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.